Hello, my people. My name is Nolita Stone, and you're tuned to Fashion Trends SA. Okay, so Khanyi Mbau has come out to say that sometimes she buys dupe bags, okay, or replicas or fake bags, if you want to call it fake bags, okay. And she says that sometimes buying, the real thing, okay, or the original bag or the original, or buying something from a specific brand, right, can sometimes weigh on your pockets. And so sometimes she gets her stuff from a supplier who sells dupe bags, okay? And to me, I absolutely love this because of the fact that a lot of people, especially, young girls, feel the pressure to have brand names, throughout their wardrobes. They must have your LVs, they must have your Gucci's, they must have, a lot of expensive brands that they also cannot afford, but have done things in order to afford those things. Okay, so she's also come out to say that recently, so Khanyi Mbau recently shared her thoughts online, advising women that expecting to own a luxury bag or purchase frequently is often unrealistic and financially unstable. Instead, she suggests opting for dupe bags, lookalikes, or fakes, if you will. Essentially, her message is that many people to impress strangers. Instead, it's better to buy what you can afford and find happiness in that, whether it's an original or dupe or fake, ultimately doesn't matter. And I agree with her there. Okay, I cannot imagine myself, buying a 25,000 rand bag just because of pressure. Imagine what I can do with a 25,000 rand. I'd rather take that money and go buy myself a dupe, okay, or a lookalike. Okay, who's gonna know? Who is going to know? I mean, recently, it came out that these, big international, brands, clothing bags, and clothing brands, and, brands that sell bags, go to China to go and manufacture their products. And then they get them back and then come back to us to sell those very same items, at a very, 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 high price. And so to me, it just made like no sense for me to actually grab out 25,000 to go and buy, every single time an expensive bag. Sure, it's nice to have, it's nice to look at, it's nice, that feeling of, I can afford such a bag or such a clothing item. I understand the feeling that comes with, getting the original item. I really, really do. But I love her for this, and I love her for the fact that she told her own truth that, listen, I also get dupes, okay? It doesn't really make financial sense to always buy expensive bags or clothing items. By the way, she looks really, really beautiful with that new face of hers, okay? I know a lot of people have been taking jabs at her earlier on about her new face, that, it's not facing. That is not make sure, okay? But the girl, in her recent photos, she looks absolutely gorgeous. She honestly looks gorgeous. And that weave, it looks like it is her own hair, okay? So, I just wish the girl happiness, money. I love Khanyi Mbau because Khanyi Mbau has always been real about everything. Okay, even her early days where we looked down on her, she's always been real. You could know Khanyi Mbau has not been has been faked on. Like, she's always been real in everything. So kudos to her for coming out to tell us that, she also buys dupes as well, and I think also a lot of celebrities do as well, but they just don't want to say it. Okay, anyways, do let me know what you guys think of Khanyi Mbau and her recent comments. To come in the comment section and let me know, to share it, to like, and please subscribe to my channel for more of these news. Bye.